Hey guys, this is Rafiel, and today I thought we'd do something a little different tonight. Over the weekend I did pick up a new board game. Obviously if you've seen the title you'll know what it is. But we're playing, going to be streaming a one-player game of Aliens, Legendary Collection, the Legendary Encounters Alien deck building game, which is a ton of fun. I definitely recommend you guys check it out if you haven't. So if you guys haven't played a deck building game before, it basically revolves around you buying a bunch of cards from a main deck, building your own separate deck and using that to play against the game. Now obviously Legendary is a little bit different in the sense that it's more, at least what I've found compared to other games, it's more of a cooperative game to take down other players. In I think the Marvel edition that I played it had a victory point system. Aliens, on the other hand, and I think Predator works the same way as well, does not have a victory points. You actually want to just complete all the objectives and get the fuck out of there. Pretty much, you're going to be playing through the Alien movies for us. So, obviously, guys, we are going to be playing here. I have chosen to play Aliens, which is the second Alien movie. Of course, we do have Kurumi over here as well to help us with our game. And if you guys have any questions along the way, I do have my computer set up this time, so I'll be able to do a bit of a chat with you guys. Now, how the game works obviously is, like I said, you play through the movies. You have a location, so obviously we're playing Aliens, so we're on Hadley's Hope. So that goes into our location section here. And then we have various objectives which we need to complete in order to pass the game. So guys, you probably might not see me win this game. Alien is considered one of the hardest versions of Legendary because of how difficult it can be. You'll see that if you play the game, down the bottom of each, at least with Aliens, they'll have a separate section and it'll represent a different section of the movie. Now it is important to not shuffle the three sections of the movie together, because in that case, unless you really want to do something, make the game incredibly hard for yourselves, you will be hitting like level 3 enemies and aliens prior to being ready for it. So depending on the number of players you guys have, you have the drone deck, which is, where did I set up the drone deck? Shit. Is this it here? Yeah, you have the drone deck here, and for every number of players you have playing the game, you will add one extra, randomly of course, you'll add one extra card for this for each player playing into each section of the movie. So 1, 2, 3, and you don't use those. Obviously guys, you could use more if you wanted to make the game harder for yourself, but that's completely up to you. So we're going to shuffle, that's our first section of the movie. Obviously, I'm going to shuffle up our second section of the movie there, which is going to go underneath our first section, and, oh, sorry, that is our third section, I apologize. And then, obviously, second section here, we're going to shuffle that up as well. So we have our third section, our second section, and our first section. Obviously, you set it up like this because you could actually get to the second section and the third section where you still haven't beaten the first section. Apologies, guys, I will be starting soon. And then, of course, with Aliens as well, I'm pretty sure it's the same Predator, you pick a role. So this role also gives you a special card. So for me, when I was playing this before, I found that at least the lone commander worked pretty well for Aliens. So we're going to move all these other cards across. Our starting hand, for most, like any normal deck building game, gives you a certain number of grunts and a certain number of lieutenants to use to build up your deck, which I had set up, but it should be this here, yes? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. Yep, so you get 5 grunts and 7 tacticians. Pretty straightforward, guys. Just double check that we're still filming. Yeah, okay. Cool, guys. So now that we have starting deck, we shuffle in our very own commander card, our commander's very own unique card into the game as well. makes our starting hand. So we draw 6 cards. 5, 6. And finally, we're going to shuffle our 4 lots of character cards. So we're playing aliens. So and from the base set, we have Bishop, we have Ripley, we have Hicks, and of course we have Hudson, the infamous Game Over man, Game Over character, of course. The expansion also gives you an extra character for each of the films. I can't remember who it is for aliens off the top of my head, but of course all 4 movies do have their own Ripley. So and the characters can work across multiple movies. So there is of course that section there. All right, guys. Now we have everything set up, we can begin to play the game. So our first objective is to kill 3 colonial hosts. So we're going to start by revealing 5 cards from the barracks into the HQ. And now that we have our hand drawn, let's start the game. So we have 3 buying points and 2 attack points. And of course, sorry, we always will move one of these. Now in normal legendary, these cards will be revealed face up. But because this aliens, we're not supposed to know what they are. So it does have a scan 4, so we can use 4 attack power to flip this face up. Or we can wait till it gets to combat zone where it flips up eventually. So 3 buying power. I am going to choose what I want to buy. Because I'm playing a solo game, I'm going to want to try and heal myself eventually. So I'm going to spend 2 of my buy points to get this, which will instantly reveal a new card here. And I can't buy anything with 1, and I can't attack anything with 2. So I'm going to end my turn. I'm going to then draw another 6 cards. 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to proceed to next turn. So if this next player's turn, obviously they go. So we will we'll add a new card to the hive deck, and it'll push everything along across. So here I'll use my commander's effect. I'm sorry, wrong card. This one. So it allows me to draw a card, then add any card I want from the lineup or a sergeant, so long as it costs 3 or less. Now, it is a cool thing to note about Legendary. There are combos, specific types of cards, and this guy has I think it's the sonar. Nothing on the lineup here is for my sonar, but I think because I have 4 buying power, I want to try and get, I will actually take this one. Now, it doesn't seem quite strong, but obviously you'll see very later on I do need a lot of attack power, especially because I'm playing alone, and this is a vigilant effect, which is unique to the aliens section of the game, where you can leave it on the field and discard whenever you want to get the effect, which is really good. So I'm going to spend 4 of my points to get this card. Now it has a combo symbol with my characters, with my rolls card, and it lets people draw cards, which is always very, very useful. Now I have 2 attack, I can't do anything else, so I'm going to discard those and move to my next turn. So I've run out of cards, so I'm going to reshuffle. Okay, so I haven't drawn my character's card, which is a bit of a shame, so I can't use the extra draw ability. Now I have 3 attack, so I'm going to spend this 3 attack to scan the weapons locker, which will reveal this face up. Okay, so this is a colonist, and this is one of the cards that I actually need to kill 3 off for my objective in order to pass. So I'm going to use my Stay Frosty Corporal Hicks to use his 2 attack power to kill the 1. So this will go into the discarded strikes, and we have received the first part of the 3 objectives, so we have to kill all 3 colonial hosts in order to continue. And because we have 2 buy power, we might as well take you want some of this Pro of Hudson, which is basically if we play any aliens character card because they love that symbol, we get an extra attack. Moving these along, and we're going to draw another 6 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you may things like, says you can heal strikes. Obviously my character card does have health. Now this shielding I believe works into play if you're playing with the trader, which is another mechanic you can do, but obviously we can't do the trader mechanic with 1 person. And the bishop is, if I have the med lab here is free, I can heal a strike, so it's really good so long as that's not an unhealable strike. So 3 buying power, I'm going to go ahead and buy this Ripley again. I already have it, but having more of it does help. And we're going to reveal another one and hope for a 2-drop. Okay, it's not a 2-drop. Obviously, there's lots of different ways to play a game. May have been a misplay, but can't do anything else. So don't have to worry too much about what's going on with the complex at the moment, because I still have 2 turns before I need to worry about something actually attacking me, which is good. It's only really later in the game you actually do need to worry, when things start building up and becoming quite frustrating. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play this card again. So it's going to draw me a card, and it's going to get me any 3 drop I want, or a Sergeant. So I'm going to get the Sergeant because it is 2 buying power, and it's a free Sergeant. So it's really good. So I'm going to play my Ripley. Hopefully you guys can see her up here. So she does have a, she's not dead, but she does have a Vigilant effect where I can ditch her whenever I want to get an extra 2 buying, extra 2 attack, which is really handy. And because I played my Sergeant, which was a sonar symbol basically, I can do 2 attack to scan this. So it is a revealed, so it's revealed when it's revealed, its effect activates, and we add another hive card to the complex, which is quite frustrating. But I also get to any number of players I want get to draw a card, so which is good for me. So then I'm going to use my 2 attack here to kill this alien. Then I have 3 buying power left, which I'm going to buy this bishop, just because it allows me to filter my hand later on in the game. 6, draw another 6, push everything along. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I have potentially I have 4 attack here. So I'm not going to bother about scanning this one because it's going to reveal itself anyway in the next turn. But I want to play 2 to scan this. So that's annoying. So it's going to reveal everything along more. And because it hits the combat zone, it's going to reveal itself. And holy shit, it's another alien. So everything's going to move along. So now this has become a bit of an issue because at the end of this turn and each turn, every alien in here is going to attack me and I'm going to have some strikes. And the strikes can be quite frustrating as if you don't deal with them very quickly, I could die. So I could probably lose the game quite quickly here if I don't deal with this. So obviously I'm going to spend a 2 attack. I'm going to kill one of them so I don't take as much damage. I obviously can't kill them both. Then I'm going to spend my 3 buying power just to get a Sergeant because I can't really do anything else, and getting the Sergeant does help. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are cards. Oh, sorry, I screwed up. I can ditch this as well to kill this, so I won't take any damage. My bad. Sorry guys, forgot about that. So I'm not going to take any damage, but this one will move in my next turn. Alright, so this is a hazard. So hazards work by depending on what they say on the location. So each other player discards all other cards in their hand that have a printed attack symbol of 1 or more. Obviously it says other players, so I don't believe this affects me. If I'm wrong guys, please let me know in the comments below, as this is a 1-player game, so I'm not 100% sure. So we're just going to act like this doesn't affect me because that means I basically lose an entire turn. It is frustrating for everyone. I mean, that card would be really bad, but let's just assume for now that doesn't affect me because it says other players. A lot of cards in this game are worded kind of badly, so I'm going to play the Ripley again. So she stays there, she's vigilant, and I'll get another 2 attack later. I have 5 buying power, so this 6 was actually really good when I played last time, but I'm going to try and focus on the punch symbols this time. Play the game a little bit differently, which is fine. So this is something called, this card has a coordinate effect, which is really something really good as well. If you're playing multiplayer, you can use it to give your friends cards the power that they need, and it goes through this card pile and draw a card. So it really adds to the cooperative nature of, at least I think it's just aliens, I'm not sure. I think Predator might have it as well. But it's a really cool feature they have. Okay, so here's one reveals itself. It is a cornered scientist, and when this alien dies, I choose any number. Choose any number of players each to draw a card. So if we kill it, we actually get a bonus. Now, because it reveals itself at the start of the turn, it won't attack me until the end of the turn. So I want to get rid of it because I get to draw a card as well, which is really handy. So again, we'll play another Ripley, so these can start building up really quickly because our boss aliens are actually quite powerful. And she is a colonial marine power, so we can get an extra one. So we can use the Hudson and the Grunt to kill this because we make 3. And I do believe that is that is the alien from the drone deck. So that's something we added, and of course I'll use its effect to let me draw a card, which is very nice. Now I have 5 buying power. So I'm going to go ahead and use that 5 power to buy this Ripley because obviously it works with the deck I'm trying to build, and there's lots of different options as well within each movie you can use to build a strong deck for yourselves, which is really handy. 6. There, everything's going to move down 1 more. And this is going to reveal itself, and hopefully it's, yes, very good. It is a colonial host. Now, they don't move, so if this was revealed earlier on, everything just jumps over the top of it. So now we actually can continue on. I'm pretty sure we'd be into the second movie by now. So first things first, obviously, I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to kill this so we can progress, start progressing. We're going to use this, so we're going to draw a card, and we're going to get something for free from the lineup, which is nothing that's 3 costs, so we'll just get another A-Pawn, which is fine. Because the buying power, the good thing about this commander is you get a lot of buy power really, really quickly, and you can use it to make a decently strong deck. And he also has a decent number of hit points as well. So we now have 1, 2, and 4, and we've already used this, so we can use the 2 to scan this. So it is an event. So the event works for this one. It becomes low visibility, meaning it costs twice as much attack to scan a room, but once we proceed this, the low visibility ends. I was playing before and actually ended up exactly, it was in the med lab too. I got 2 of those in the event lab, and it was in the med lab, and it was pretty frustrating. Obviously we used the sonar before, so we can use the effect and we can draw an extra card. Main reason why it's good to build buy cards initially that work with your commander's special ability. Your command special symbol can always help you. 5, so we have 5 buying power. Do we have any punch cards? We don't have any punch symbol cards. So we have 5, so what I will do is I will buy, this Hicks was always very useful back when I was playing before, and we can't really do anything else with those, with what we have left. We do have more attack, obviously. So we could scan perhaps this by ditching Ripley. I think it's actually a decent idea to reveal this. Oh, cool. So it's another columnist. That worked out really well. Discard this, kill this, and we complete the first objective, which is really cool. So now we move on to the second objective where we have to set up 2 sentry guns. So I found that having played Alien with multiplayer, Aliens alone before, and Alien Resurrection solo, I found that Alien Resurrection was very difficult to play solo. I died. I got to the third part of the movie, but I had the Queen and the Newborn in the combat zone at the same time, and I was taking like 4 attacks per turn. It was just ridiculous. And the Queen kept putting more and more cards into the hive. Yeah, it was very difficult to deal with. But anyway, so what's going to happen now is everything's going to move, right? But because there's nothing here to push this along, it does stay there, so we do get a reprieve for like at least 2 turns, which is handy. So it gives us some time to actually buy some stuff, which is good. But we need to set up the sentry turrets as well. So first thing we want to do is we want to continue buying cool cards for our deck. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. Now, with MedLab is free, so we could heal if we've taken damage, but we haven't. So I'm going to go ahead and buy another one of these Ripleys so we can start stockpiling our attack power. And the combos really well. We also have a lot of the sonar cards in our deck as well. Unfortunately, we can't buy that because it does cost 6. But we have played, we haven't played one of those this turn, so we can't really use that ability. But she is a 3 attacker, so I think it'd be cool if we use her to scan this. Oh, that's an annoying card. But because, yeah, so we don't have to worry too much about that just yet, and we can't buy anything else, so we pass turn. So this moves 1 more. So obviously if this was face down, it would cost us 4 to scan it, which is where the coordinate ability comes in and becomes really, really handy. Alright, so next up guys, we don't have any of our sonar cards that we can play. Oh, we have, oh, thankfully our A-Pone is actually a sonar card, so that works really well. So we can use, we have the 4 buying power here to buy a 4 cost card if we want. It is 4 damage, but if we use a whatever the arrow symbol is, or that might be the sonar and this is the crosshair, we get to ignore the effect if we draw a strike, but I don't particularly want to do that. So I'm just going to go by this one because it lets us thin our deck. So we reveal that, and because we've used our sonar, we can use 2, 3, 6, we make 6, and we can kill this. Because I can see that becoming quite annoying. Of course, we do have to get a strike. And okay, so as you can see here, it does have the red symbols, which means our character consistently will have -2 damage, which we cannot heal that, which is a really big shame, but you know, what can we do? That's why it's decent that we're playing a 11 health character. Some characters have very low health, and I think it's like the Wayland Yutani employee actually only has 9 health, and the researcher has 9 health as well, so you can die pretty quickly. But I think the commander is actually a decent character to play for a new player as well. 6, and I haven't played too many games of this, so I mean, it's still it works pretty well for the aliens game, for the aliens part of it. Alright, this is good. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to report for duty. So we're going to draw a card, and we're going to get, obviously the only thing we can buy at 3 cost is the apron. Did I move everything along? No, sorry. Apologize, did not move everything along. This will reveal itself. Wait, no, that doesn't reveal itself yet, because that doesn't get moved yet. So we have 6 buying power. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy one of these. I mean, it's not super useful right now, but it is a 3 buy power card, and if we coordinated with another player, it'd be a 6 buy power card. We could have got the bishop as well, which is actually a really good bishop. So we still can't scan this because, oh no we can, sorry, we finished that. So now we can actually scan this for 2, which I will do that. Oh, okay, so yeah, it's another one, 2 there. Nothing to worry about too much. 6, okay. So now everything's going to move 1, and we're going to get another one here, and it's going to reveal itself as an event. So this is the event of somebody, so choose a player to draw 2 strikes. I have to choose a player, so I have to choose myself. Oh, another unhealable damage. That puts us at 4, it takes 4 damage, so we have 7 damage, and we can only heal 1 of that damage. So the answers are, guys, we could actually die here, and if we do die, of course we're going to end the stream, but hopefully I can beat it. So we have a lot of attack power because we've gone for that huge punch power this time. So we can actually take out a lot of stuff. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play these 2 Ripleys. So we have a potential 6 attack, and we played 2, so we have 5 attack here as well. And then because we played one of these, we have 6 attacks. So I'm just going to go ahead and kill this right now. It's annoying because we have to get a strike, and oh god, thank goodness it's only at 1. Then we have 3 buy power. We can't buy anything from the lineup, so we'll just buy another Apone. I mean, that's all we can really do at this point. But we do get a reprieve for 1 turn because we killed whatever was in the airlock before the combat zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to move everything along 1. And what do we have that we can buy? Okay. So we are first thing, there's not much we can do because we have something in there. I want to try and get rid of that. So we're going to pay 2. We're going to use 2 to scan the med lab. Oh no, it's another event. Ugh. We may actually die here. So 1, oh god. 2, oh god. 3. So first we have to draw 2, so this is our first one. We have to draw a second one, which makes us draw another strike. And we have to draw 1 more to finish the chain, and oh god. Alright, so we don't take damage from that one, so it's not the end of the world. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 3 health left to finish the game. So chances are, guys, we will die here. Which is a shame because we did beat it. I did beat it before. Unfortunately, cannot beat it on stream. And unfortunately, we don't take any damage from this one. But at the start of my turn, we have to discard all the Colonial Marine cards in our hand. So thankfully Hicks and Hudson don't count as Colonial Marine cards. But shit. That's not good. So we actually have to do something. We have to try and get some heals. Thankfully we do have the Med Lab, because the Med Lab is free now. So we can use this to heal ourselves 1 damage. One of the ones that we can heal. Oh, actually, I might actually heal this one so I don't lose my hand. So we put that in the discarded strikes, because that's the first time we've been able to heal this game, believe it or not. Then we're going to go, we have 4 buying power, so let us, we'll get this one so we can draw more cards. And then we have 3 attacks, so let's scan. Oh no. Oh no. We have to draw another 2 strikes. So 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. We could die here. Please be a miss. Okay, that's it, guys. We have 11 damage. We are dead. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is 11 damage. We have lost the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Unfortunately, we couldn't get through the game. You will apparently lose, and this is from the, no, this is still from the second deck. Did we even get into the third deck? No. How far away were we from the third deck? Shit. Oh god. Oh god, we had 2 fucking facehuggers and Newt. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, we had to survive quite a bit. The 2 situations we need were at the very end of the second section of the movie. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed the game. Once I get the Queen expansion, I'll try and find some more people to actually play, and we can stream with some more people, so hopefully it should be a lot more fun for you guys. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and hopefully we can do this again sometime. Alright, guys, thanks for watching.